Hi YouTube, this is Sammy Goody, and I'm here to tell you how I budget my $21.27 an hour paycheck. So I just wanted to tell you guys about how, it is as a single mother and how I budget my money throughout the month. It can be a little challenging, and especially around this time, beginning of the year, right after the holidays. You're doing so much Christmas shopping and shopping for others, and you not really paying attention to what you sending out versus what's coming in. 5 years now, and I started working there making $17 an hour. So in 5 years, I probably only made a maybe $3, $4 difference there. And I'm just comfortable there. I know I should probably find some way to pivot and move to somewhere else, but I'm comfortable and I want to just stick it out a little longer. I have a daughter, and it's kind of like, when you working somewhere, you kind of feel comfortable after a while, and I guess you kind of get settled, or you kind of just get like, comfortable, and you just don't want to move and go anywhere else. But I know I will need to try to make some extra money, and that's why I'm starting my content creation journey over again, to see if I can kind of, replace what I could be going somewhere, replace the extra money that I need for other things, and, with content creation. So I believe it's not a huge difference. So I think I started with 17. So I need to disconnect this, because this keep saying that all the time. Like, I'm just touching the phone and it's saying it's connected, but I'm just right here. So I'm making $21.27 an hour. I believe so. Let me make sure. Yep, $21.27 an hour minus $17. So in the last 5 years, I'm going into my 6th year actually. I only made a difference of $4.27 of increase. So we might get cost of living adjustments, and that's it. It's no merit increase at my employer. It's just, yeah. And the type of work I do, I work for a nonprofit, early childhood education. So we're federally funded. So, the budget is slim. So, I'm trying to manage that money just with, me doing the whole household. So I'm going to go over what I pay throughout the month for my $21.27 an hour pay. Oh, I can say what I bring home, how my check is, my full check is, then I can tell you how much my bills that I pay each month. Pay every 2 weeks. So that's an 80-hour check. It might not be a full 80-hour check, but it's close to it. So after taxes and insurance, because I pay a premium for health insurance for me and my daughter. My last check I received was $1,184.53. So I basically get that much every check. And I'm adding up what I would normally pay for these are my monthly bills. So I'm going to read off what I have to pay. I have to pay rent, which is $637 a month. My car note is $438 a month. I have car insurance and rental insurance together, and it's $174.58 a month. My cell phone bill is $100. I have a credit card bill that's $55, but it fluctuates based on the interest and everything. So it might be $55 and I think $65, and I think I paid $65 just recently. So it fluctuates based on if I use it or things like that. So I believe it's then Kohl's, that went up as well. That's another credit card I have. That went up this month as well. It went up to $151. Kohl's, I'm going to go in depth more into my debt in another video, but it went up because they increased my limit and I use it for Christmas majority, and now I have to pay $151 a month. So I'm going to go back to you how I'm going to pay and everything after I get through this. I pay electricity, which is $94. It all depends on the type of year it is. So I probably did this really was like the end of summer. So now it's in the winter. I don't pay as much. I probably pay like $50, $55. I believe I paid $55 for yeah, I paid $57.70 for this month, January. And then I pay internet. I set a budget for $55, but I had the affordability connectivity program when they were paying majority of your, internet bill if you were on assistance and things like that, or you was in low income, or your kid was like had schooling at home during the pandemic. I got that, and so that was paying my internet bill for about a good year. But then that ended, so then I had extra, I had credits. So now my internet bill is just $15. So I've been paying that, and that's been cool. I pay for Prime. That's $7.41 a month. I pay for OnStar. OnStar went up. It went from $15.99 to $17.59, which is, what it is. And then I also pay for YouTube TV. YouTube TV was $72.99, but now it's going to go up to $83 to $85 a month. I think that is super duper expensive for some streaming, TV service. That's like cable, and we just trying to get out of paying cable, but that's like cable prices. YouTube TV is like cable prices. I pay for YouTube Premium as well. So it's like I'm paying like almost $90. I'm going to be paying like $90, $95, $100 to YouTube. YouTube Premium comes with no commercials. I don't get no ads. I haven't watched ad on YouTube in so long. So I pay for that. And you also get YouTube Music as well. And you can get you can download things offline. It's a lot of little perks that you get for YouTube Premium. I pay for Google One, that's $2.99. OneDrive, $2.11, which is like a, basically storage, because I have so many pictures and videos and things like that. I keep up with that. BET Plus, I pay $10.99. Apple, $2.99. Apple Storage, $2.99. That's for my daughter. Paramount Plus, $5.99. I pay for the Ring doorbell storage for my parents. And when I was staying there, I was paying for it. It was $3. Now it went up to $4.99. And I also pay a security system for my place, and it's $35. The old budget, when I added it up, was $1,000. That's my monthly budget. It was $1,719.63. So if I add up what I bring home in my check, which was $1184.53, $1184.53 times 2 will be $2,000. This will be what I bring home after taxes. It'll be $2,369.06. So when I equal that and minus that from the 1719.63, it leaves me with $649.43, and that has to last me. So, and then I split that because that's 2 checks, because I get paid bi-weekly, and that means if I divide that into 2 with $324.71, or a little bit after 70 cents. So, and I didn't incorporate any food. I didn't incorporate any gas for my car. I didn't incorporate any household items. I didn't incorporate anything else. I didn't even incorporate savings in that budget. So that kind of tells what I'm dealing with in the sense of how much money I am spending and how much I have left, So I don't really have much. And the things that I could get rid of, and I looked at, that can really save a lot of money, is all the subscriptions I have. So the subscriptions I have is the OnStar maintenance, which I use I was last stating that I was reading off my subscriptions and the items that I could delete because or get rid of because that can save me some money. So it was the OnStar maintenance I was talking about. It was $15.99. Now it's $17.59. YouTube TV, which is going up to $83, $85. YouTube Premium, which is $13.99. I don't need it, but it's a want. The 200 gigabyte Google One storage, that's $2.99. The OneDrive, 100 gigabyte storage, and that's $2.11. BET Plus, $10.99. Apple Services, $2.99. Paramount Plus, $5.99. Prime, $7.41. Ring, $4.99. And all that will add up to $151.00. So I could actually save so much more money if I got rid of that, those premium subscriptions and things like that. And it's crazy. So yeah, you know, I have to come up with that money to pay those bills. But for how I can manage and pay these bills properly, I do the pay by paycheck payment method, budget method. So I learned this from, I think it's the Budget Mama off of YouTube. I've been following her way of budgeting for the longest, and I am so grateful for that. So when you budget by paycheck, you basically, when you get your paycheck, you see what's due until you get your next paycheck. So I see what's due before the first paycheck, and I see what's due before the next paycheck. So whatever's due within that time frame. Example, if you get paid on the 1st and then you don't get your next check to the 15th, then you pay the bills from the 1st to the 14th. And then the 15th check be with other things that's paid within that other time frame. So January is a 3-check period for me. So I split my bills the same way, you know, and I split everything in half pretty much. So if my rent's $637, I split that into $340, maybe $30. I think it's $327 my rent is. So I'm splitting it for like $30. So $630 I budget for. So I split that in half. So for my first paycheck for this month, I put rent to the side, $315. My car note is normally $438, so I put $220 aside. So I put $220 aside. For my insurance is $170 something, so I put $63 dollars aside. And then cell phone, $50. Coles, my charge card, I will put $50, or I have to put $75, I believe, this time. And then internet, $15. I just pay that. The Prime, $10. Apple, $2.99. Samsung, $1. Security, I paid it. It was $30. It had already came out before I did my budget. And then Paramount Plus, it will come out automatically. And then one thing that can throw a wrench in your budget is also the pay by 4 method that I do use, because, you know, I don't have that big chunk of money at the time I need something. So earlier this month, I had to pay Afterpay as well. I'm looking up here just to look at the time and how much I have, because I only think I have like 9 minutes of record time left. Well, now I have like 5 minutes. So then I will budget out, and then whatever I have left for my check. When I did the check, what I had to pay out was $766.41. So I had to subtract what I had gotten. My check at that time was $1,175, and I minus that, and then I had $408 left. So that $408 goes with household items, food, groceries, anything in that RAM, gas. That's what I usually use that for, and my buffer, you know, because things just slowly come out on my account. So like, it's still things that ain't been paid out, and I have to make sure that it stays in there. And then, so the recent check I just got, I had to pay $315. I put that to the side. I usually just put it to the side, and then when it's the first of the month or whatever, I pay it out. So I put money to the side. I mean, in a different account, so I won't touch it. Then car notes, car insurance, and rental insurance, cell phone, credit card, electricity, YouTube TV, the Ring camera, and then the OnStar. But then I also now have to pay, because this paycheck I just passed on Friday. What I have left in the bank right now is $373.83 or 53 cents. And I have to pay for my registration for my car and my new tag renewal. So I have to pay $135 because it's late, because my birthday was on the 7th of this month, and I had to pay an additional $10. So I have to, some of that money, I have to go and get my tags renewed. So that's one thing that I have to deal with. And we get 3 checks this month, so I had to make sure that I have money for my rent coming up the next month. So I have to put money to the side for rent and everything. Even though the next check I get is before my rent, so I can use some of that money. But if I try to if I'm spending too much, then it's going to mess up me with, my budget. So breaking it down into each paycheck definitely helps me out tremendously. So I'm just, trying to make sure that I don't overspend. And yeah, so that's the kicker with me. And I'm trying to get used to getting myself I get into this predicament every year around January. It's my birthday. It's Christmas. It's my daughter's Christmas. And it's, I'm just trying to be, trying to do the things I need to do. To, just pay my bills and not be stressed out. And I was a little stressed out because when I was off for the break, like we had a 2-week break from my job, and, my daughter has, break from school. I was kind of like, dang, I don't have any money. Like, it was gone. Like, and I was just like, well, I had food, I had things in the house, but it was like, oh my gosh, like I really didn't have any money. And it was like a little stressful when you are a single mother and you have to fend for yourself. I know I can go to my parents if I ever needed it, but I was like, no. It was my first time ever paying my rent like on the 3rd. I usually pay my rent earlier, and I just, I just got to get it over with sometimes, but this time I couldn't do that, and I kind of felt kind of weird. But I made it through, and I got it done, and I paid my rent. So it's just a process. Tax time is coming up. It's pretty much here, and I look forward to that. And that kind of helps me get back on track and get back at a level of, okay, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, but right now I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And it's, how the times is, we just kind of, it's things I could definitely do and change, but I tend to just spend, and I end up getting that mom guilt, or I feel like, well, I want to let her have fun or do something. So let me just go home and, let her go somewhere or have some fun. So that's my struggles that I deal with, and, I'm working on it, and I hope you guys like my video and enjoy my video, and I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, comments, please comment below, share, like, and I appreciate you guys. Bye.